money saved, but
The typical $100,000 IRA would pay about $100,000 in taxes.
so you're spending the same amount in taxes as what you put into this IRA. What's the point? What's the problem here?
Well, it's the IRS's best kept secret, because as your money grows, they'll continue to be able to tax it. And they forced required minimum distributions at age 70 and a half. So your money's been growing tax deferred, and now you have this huge amount of money that you're going to enjoy to live off of, and it's getting taxed on the way out. And that tax, when you add it all up, these little mini explosions each year turn out to be a big, gigantic atom bomb. And I want to show you how to defuse that bomb. I want to show you how to enjoy tax-free income. There's a lot of reasons why you should take advantage of this. I really don't see any reasons why you shouldn't be switching this plan into a tax-free bucket.
I would agree with that. So, folks, you can reach Anthony Catone at rothmagic.com, R-O-T-H magic, M-A-G-I-C.com. And the phone number is also 855-237-6699. That's 855-237-6699. Call now, leave a message, let this man talk to you, and help walk you through the best way to actually save your money so that you can live. See, I don't believe in retirement. That word, retirement, are bad words. They're not in my vocabulary. I'm going to work till I'm dead. I don't know about the rest of you, but I want to work and have fun. I want to enjoy life. But if you're getting taxed and all your money is being pulled away from you, you know what? There's nothing to look forward to in that. So please, once again, call 855-237-6699 and speak to Anthony. Set up a consultation and let him lead and guide you through this.
Basically, we do a lot of things at the Retirement Planning Institute. So when you do call in, you'll schedule an appointment at our office. It's right near the Boca Raton Mall, across from Abe and Louie's at One Boca Place. And we'll sit down together. I'll review all of your finances, learn a little bit about your goals and your financial situation, and then I'll prepare a plan specifically designed for you and your family. And then you can decide whether to move forward with that plan or not. My main interest here today is to really focus on the qualified funds problem and show you how to defuse this tax bomb, because most people, especially in Boca, they may have $500,000 or $1 million in their IRA. So a $500,000 IRA is going to pay $500,000 in taxes.
I don't know about you, but that's just highway robbery. 500 in, 500 out. Somebody's making money, and it's not us. Where's that money going?
It's going...
The IRS? The government? Really? Well, the IRS is not a government institution. It stands on its own. Who's making this money? I want to know.
The IRS is, and quite frankly, that $500,000 can go to your family.
Let's set that up.
Simple financial engineering
Let's set that up. I love that word. Those two words, financial engineering.
Basically, what I do.
Yeah, love it.
We're going to rearrange your finances the right way.
Absolutely.
We're going to do so in an out-of-the-box method. You know, working with these large wirehouse firms, they're very restricted in what they can offer clients.
Right.
And when you work with an independent advisor who's really, studied a lot of different modalities, you can see some unique things.
Cool.
So I'm here to bring those to
I think you've got a little bit of an edge on anybody I've ever spoken to.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think it's pretty impressive. So the second thing we talked about was diffusing the tax bomb. And you said something about a conversion tax, how to create a strategy that will cover it. So why don't you explain that to our audience? Simple, exciting, brief.
That's how I operate.
I like it. It's a good thing.
So once you realize the tax problem, the huge amount of tax that you're going to be paying, what do you do to solve that problem? Well, if we converted that IRA into a Roth IRA, there's a conversion tax. Well, I have a product that's going to cover all the conversion tax, so you're not going to pay anything out of your pocket and be right back to square. So I'm basically going to move you from a taxable IRA that's $500,000 or more in taxes, let's say, and I'm going to move you into a tax-free bucket so you keep that $500,000 for you and your family. And it's going to cost you relatively nothing. In some cases, for certain people, I actually get them paid to switch to the tax-free bucket. So when you come into my office, I customize everything for you and I explain to you how you should look at this with a fresh set of lenses, a new perspective, the lenses that I've created, and you'll go ahead and learn, wow, I really should take advantage of this. There's no reason why I shouldn't, and so let's move forward, is typically the response that I get.
I like that. And you had mentioned something else, something about the signing bonus. I think that's what you were referring to, and you said for some instances, they're going to get paid. So explain the signing bonus to me, and ages, like an age, and or the qualifications, like
Sure.
what are the qualifying funds?
So right now the stars are aligning. The tax rates have just been reduced. We have a product with a 25% contractual signing bonus that covers all the tax loss associated with converting the money over. We also can systematically reduce the conversion tax by not doing it all in 1 year. If you have a $500,000 IRA, we could do $250,000 this year and $250,000 next year. We also have some tax software so we can kind of finagle exactly how much money we're going to convert so that we don't step up into the higher tax brackets.
I like that. So you're mindful of that when you're bringing people in and converting them to make sure that everything is going to be to their benefit and their advantage.
Right. And if you haven't heard this from your CPA or accountant, you're probably not going to hear it. Their job is not to tell you how to lower your tax bill. Their job is to tell you what your tax bill is and keep you in compliance. They are agents of the IRS. And unfortunately, many of them are not going to share this very unique strategy, especially since we created it at the Retirement Planning Institute, so they're not going to know about it. So we've created it, designed it, perfected it, and we're here to share it now with the American public across the land.
So folks, just remember this. Your CPA is not your friend. Your CPA deals in facts and figures and gives you the information you need to find out what you're going to pay this year or not. However,
think about it. When have you really hung out with your CPA?
Well, no,
He's not your friend.
I know she is my friend. Patricia, I love you. It's not. This
Sorry,
isn't about
Patricia.
you. No, no, she's always great. But seriously, they're not your friend because they're dealing in facts and figures. They're just bringing you the information that you need to know for the last year. But what you're doing is literally allowing people to save and keep more of their money, which is really what everyone wants to do. It's foolish not to.
I literally have clients thanking me all the time because of it's not just a little bit of savings. We're talking about life-changing savings, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Please, Anthony, come over to my house and eat again, and let's go do something together. And you know,
and this allows them to
so
have
thankful.
a different quality of life than they ever dreamed that they could have. They're able to take vacations. They're able to do things for their grandkids or for their children that they wouldn't have been able to do.
That's right.
Like, this is huge. Why does no one know about this stuff?
It's really, Roth IRAs have gotten a bad rap for a couple reasons. Number
Why?
one, the wealthy people are phased out of contributing to the plan.
Right.
And you don't get a tax deduction going into the plan, so it's more favorable up front for middle income taxpayers or lower income taxpayers to go into the 401k or the IRA where they get the tax deduction up front. So the Roth IRA is completely overlooked. But there's a backdoor trick. Taking that IRA, getting all those tax deductions up front, letting that IRA grow tax deferred, and then converting it into the Roth. But now you're not going to feel the pain of converting into the Roth because I got somebody who's going to cover the entire tax consequence. have a few
Interesting.
people, few multi-billion-dollar financial institutions that are going to cover the conversion loss on that IRA transfer.
Yeah, because in the long run, even if they cover that, let's just say for them a nominal amount, they're still going to have all that money under wraps in their house. So they're always going to be earning interest on it because they're holding it. Is that correct?
That's
Or is that-
correct. And the contract
Yeah.
that I'm referring to is historically averaging from 7 to 12% annually, which is a little bit better than what the stock market has been doing.
Really? Yeah.
And you can't lose money with this contract. It's guaranteed in writing. So not only am I going to take your huge taxable problem and give you a tax-free solution,
Okay.
but I'm also going to grow the money in the plan so it's going to compound and you can take an income for life from it, guaranteed for the rest of your life.
We like IFL, income for life.
Income for life, that's right.
We like that. That's
And
like
it also
being your
has a
own
death
bank.
benefit associated with it in case you die early and you don't take the income. Your heirs get all of the money tax-free, and that's another great
No
feature.
estate, no estate issues
No estate
going
tax issue.
intestate through court. We like that too.
Skips probate as well, yes.
Cool.
But actually, you can give the gift of tax-free lifetime income to your kids as well, because it lasts 2 generations, and then it ends.
Cool.
So you could be a 70-year-old, live to your 90, your 50-year-old son could inherit it, and he's going to get tax-free income for the rest of his life.
Love it. Love it. Legacy. It's about legacy and impact.
The benefits just keep on coming. I'm not even done yet. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So,
oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Wait, you can reach Anthony at 855-237-6699, rothmagic.com, 855-237-6699.
Again, a lot of people don't realize that their Social Security checks become taxable above a certain threshold. When you take income from your Roth IRA, it's not taxable. So your Social Security is not taxable. So that's going to save you another $1,000 to $4,000 annually, the tax that you pay on your Social Security checks. That's another $4,000 I put in your pocket. That's a cruise.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, this is like a lifestyle change. You're able to direct them to be able to do things that they probably didn't even think they would be able to do.
That's right.
This is huge. Huge.
I'm very excited to share the opportunity. I think everyone who has any qualified money, IRA, 401k, 403b for the teachers out there, you have to take advantage of this strategy, because if you don't, if you pay just a little bit today, and with my strategy, you might not have to pay anything at all, but if you just take advantage of the opportunity and the investment today, and you have to do it today, there's a sense of urgency, I'm sorry to tell you.
No, I agree.
I'm not trying to be
I
salesy
agree.
here, but
no,
the
you're
reason
not.
for
Trust
that
me, you're
sales...
the least salesy person I know.
Thank you. The sense of urgency is twofold, really. Number one, I don't know how long this product is going to be on the market,
Right?
but when you lock in on the contract, you're locked in for life. Number two,
They can't change it.
tax rates could go up. They're set to sunset 6 years from now in 2025.
2025,
So
right.
taxes are on sale right now. So why not take advantage of the tax conversion while it's on sale and systematically dip into a little bit of this conversion annually, if it makes sense, just to lessen the blow a little bit further.
Right.
And then have all this tax-free income coming your way now and never have to worry about tax rates rising again. If you have an IRA and we have a $20 trillion deficit, is it? And we have some very interesting women going around saying how they want to raise taxes immediately within the next 2 years, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Not getting political here on you. I'm just saying the facts.
Please do, because I don't mind at all.
I prefer to be neutral.
Go ahead.
I get clients from both
I'm
sides of the
not.
fence. But if taxes rise, guess what happens to that $500,000 tax bill that you're going to pay over your lifetime?
It's going to go up.
That's right. You could pay $750,000 or $1 million in taxes on that same $500,000 account.
Is everyone hearing this? Is everyone grasping what it is that we're speaking about tonight? Because if you grasp it even just a little and you've heard any words that tweak you, please give Anthony a call and let him walk you through this. Even if you have one simple, single question, make the phone call. It could be worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of dollars. Please don't waste your time thinking, well, this doesn't apply to me. Find out for sure.
If you go to my website, rothmagic.com,
Okay.
you'll see tomorrow, you're going to see a video that I created going over how this strategy works and all the problems associated with owning an IRA. And then if you have any interest, you could just give us a call, schedule your appointment, and see how we can help you. It's really as simple as that.
I like simple. Simple and easy and saving money and making money. We like to make money. We like that.
And it's also nice to leave a legacy. You know, you want
That's
to be
what legacy
remembered
and
when you're gone.
impact. Yes.
And so when your heirs inherit a taxable account, let's say they inherit $500,000, what do the heirs typically do you think? You think that they stretch that IRA out over their lifetime, 30, 40 years? Or do they go and they cash it in, pay off their mortgage, pay off their credit cards, buy a bunch of
Right.
luxury items? Well, guess what that does? Those heirs now get only 2/3 of the money that you worked so hard for,
Yeah.
because 37% of that is
It's
taxed.
taxed.
Almost 40% is going to be taxed to
It's a
them
rip-off.
when they cash it in.
You know it's
And-
illegal. It's illegal, folks. But we just haven't voted to make it illegal. You see, we're just sitting here like sheeples. We're just letting them run over us. Wake up! Oh, did I say that? I'm so sorry,
You
Anthony.
did. You did.
I did.
It woke me up.
Okay, so in the investment that you can never lose, let's kind of go over that, because we spoke about you win half of the winnings, and in the contract, if you lose, you'll never lose. And you kind of likened that to gambling of some sort, and
Sure.
explain to our audience
Sure.
what this means.
So, if you went to a casino, I was at Coconut Creek the other day, unfortunately, and you went to this casino and you played a game, and every time you lost, they gave you your chips back, and you could not lose.
I like that.
And every time you won, you didn't get the full winnings, you only got 50% of the winnings.
Okay.
Would that be a good game to play?
Well, yeah, because you never lose.
You'd never
I don't
lose.
like to lose.
And when you won, you just get half of the money.
Okay, well,
So
it's kind of a trade-off.
I would say that most people would never leave the table and probably end up dying of sleep deprivation, because that is a game that you can just only win and continue to run that piggy
Right,
bank
right.
as much as you can play, right?
Right.
Well, there's a product out there called an equity indexed annuity that operates exactly in that fashion. If the S&P 500 index, which is the top 500 U.S. companies in America, if that index, typically that's the benchmark of fund managers around the country, and 9 out of 10 fund managers do not outperform the S&P 500 index. So why would you be in
How
a
many?
mutual fund? 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, it means they stink. Oh, my God, did I say that? I did.
As a matter of fact, Warren Buffett, who's
I'm so mean
arguably
tonight. I'm so sorry.
you're on fire.
My neck hurts. I'm on fire.
Warren Buffett, arguably the best investor of all time.
Arguably,
Do you
I
know
like
his
that.
his rule number 1 of investing?
I do. I just can't remember it. No, don't tell me.
Don't
gosh.
lose money.
Don't lose money. And the second rule, don't lose money.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at rule number 1. Well, if you take a look at Warren Buffett's stock, he's actually lost 40 to 50% of the stock value on 4 different occasions. So if Warren Buffett
and down.
has problems following his own rules as the number 1 investor in the world, how do you think a lesser-known mutual fund manager is going to do?
They're going to stink.
Very
Say
hard
it
to
out
outpace
loud.
the S&P 500 index. You might as well just buy the index. So if I have a product that mirrors the index, but you cannot lose money. And when the index is up, you get half of those winnings. And when the index is down, you cannot lose money. You actually, mathematically, outperform the S&P 500 index without the market risk and volatility.
I'm liking this.
Everyone should be in an annuity of this nature, especially now. Annuities have always gotten a bad rap. It's a four-letter word.
Guys, we got to run. Anthony, you need your own show. He needs to have his own show so that he can tell you more every single week. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. Anthony, thank you for being my guest. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
We are live on Facebook, WWNN on the iHeartRadio app. We are also live on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. Thank you, folks. Please listen to this again. It's important information. You can reach Anthony at 855-237-6699. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been listening and watching The Faith Washington Show, where we have widened your view of the world. Our guests share their business, family, and fun life hacks to make your world better. Hope you've learned something to apply to your life and business.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Tune in for laughs and surprises with The Boca Show. Sundays at 4, only on 1470 WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
It takes a whole lot more effort to get something started in your life than it does to keep it moving.
Del Walmsley has moved thousands of radio listeners closer to a great life. The Del Walmsley Show is now on in South Florida on Talk 1470, Monday at 5, Tuesday through Friday at noon. Listen and move towards your great life today.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone and never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to Invite Radio. You're about to receive responsible, life-changing information on health and nutrition. You'll hear from Invite professionals who are leaders in targeted and anti-aging nutrition. Get ready for tomorrow's nutritional science today, right here, right now.
Hello and welcome to Invite Health Radio. I am Amanda Williams, Director of Nutrition at Invite Health in Boca Raton, Florida. And today we're going to talk a little bit about hormonal support and things that you can be doing. And when I talk about hormones, I'm not excluding anyone from this picture because we all have hormones, regardless of our age, regardless of our health status. Certainly we know